Good morning, everyone. It's Liz Mulheron, and I just wanted to give some simple tips to help cope through these challenging times. The energy at the moment is extremely heavy. It's very fear-based, chaotic, and we have to try and counteract that. And by counteracting that is by making sure we stay in a place of love, understanding, gratitude, because with energy, we're all made of energy. So when we feel a certain way, that energy will shift and go out into the world. You don't see energy. And the thing with this virus is people are scared. People don't know what's going to happen. And when you can't see what's going to happen in the future, there's so much anxiety. But those in the spiritual and holistic field, we live in that space all the time. I know with the work I do is I don't need to see things to believe it. It's all about acknowledging, trusting, feeling, having faith. And through that experience, you learn how to handle situations like this. So by trusting that everything will be okay, trusting that there's a purpose through this, and we've all been through situations that have been traumatic, and we come better. We learn from it, we grow from it. And I think sometimes looking at what's happening now is that we've all got the clear message to start looking after ourselves, because if you're well physically, emotionally and spiritually, you don't get sick, and the chances of catching any virus are very slim. So I think it's taking time for yourself, resting, drinking lots of water, taking your vitamin C, your vitamins, getting out in the sun, going for a walk, spending time with the family, with the pet, doing the things you like to do, because I think it's really important that we do that. And yes, if you're unwell, of course, take time out to get better and stay away and don't go to public places. But it's a time of self-reflection. And for those artists out there or writers, it's a perfect time to start doing that. I know myself, I've had a big push to have Archangel Raphael's empowerment cards done, and it's a bit of a kit list, the world needs it now. So my goal is to have them completed before Easter. So yes, they have to go off to the printers and get printed and all the rest of it. So by the time the complete package arrives, but the words will be done. So take time to do that. Also, if you're working from home and you're checking in with your staff or your colleagues, just, yes, talk about work, but just make sure they're okay, because some people like working from home, others it's a real challenge, just with the family environment, it's relationships. So just check in that they're doing okay as well, because even though we may not be allowed to hug and shake hands, we still can ask if people are okay. And we have to show that compassion, and we have to care. And just be ourselves. We don't have to get caught up in this windstorm of fear and chaos. We choose to. Remember, we are responsible for our choices. No one can make them for us. Yes, people can influence us, but it's ultimately our choice. So when you go to the shops, be nice to the shopkeeper. When you go for a coffee, be nice to the brewster, because this virus and this fear is affecting so many people on all levels. And it's not actually health. It's financial, it's emotional. So just look after you. And some simple tips too for a quick fix is, if you're feeling down, take note of what you're thinking about and shift it. If you're thinking about something that's making you feel scared, frightened, anxious, shift it to something that makes you happy. Watch comedy shows. Watch movies that make you laugh. Have a salt bath. A salt bath is beautiful. Or put Epsom salts, sea salts. Even in the shower, you can get some in your hand and use it as a scrub. I use it with a little bit of coconut oil, but you got to be careful because it can get a little bit slippery. But you rub yourself with that, and that will help cleanse some of your energy. Listening to your favorite music, and just enjoying life, enjoying the ability that we do live in a country that has wonderful medical facilities, and just be blessed by that and be blessed with the people around you. And there's so much, there's so many wonderful speakers you can listen to, but focus on the positive. Listen to positive, uplifting information. Yes, watch the news just to get an update of what's happening, but don't spend all day watching the news. Shift it and focus on something that makes you feel good. Go out and do some gardening. The weather's beautiful at the moment in Sydney. So do that. Look after yourself. If you need healings, distance healing is a beautiful tool. You can always give me a call. There's lots of healers out there that do distance healing as well. So, and if there's counseling, then reach out to a counselor or a lifeline. But just look after you. Stay healthy. And if you feel like you need someone to talk to, make sure you reach out. Okay? Look after yourself, everyone. Eat well. Notice there's still lots of veggies in the supermarket, so maybe we all have to become vegetarians, but that's not a bad thing. Okay? You take care, and if anyone needs me, please reach out, because I'm always happy to help. Take care.